day was. I don't really care about the celebration itself, but we'll do our own Thanksgiving here, right? So I found he's a Russian spy. You know what? You fucking wait. So this is the thing I wrote for you guys. It's sort of my thanks to you, I guess. And I'll talk about a few of you guys in particular. And yeah, so here goes. If you want, you can laugh at me. If you don't, it's fine. It might be cheesy, might be corny, but also Andrei, welcome. It's written by me for you, so either way it is. Yeah, this is not Thanksgiving today, it was yesterday, so this is my Thanksgiving, so thank you very much. So Kurai is here. So Kurai, I'll do this in a specific manner, so if it repeats, I'm sorry, but again, I had a lot of stuff to write. So Kurai, thank you for being, I quote, the weird uncle that everyone loves, but you'd never leave your kids with. And you know what, if I ever have kids, by any chance, if by any chance we wouldn't be in different continents and would be neighbors, I'd leave my kids with you for a day, even if after that, they would end up only talking about radiators and handcuffs. No, you can say it's you're part of the team as well, Yuki. Also, thank you for proving that true love can be stopped by no high mountain or low valley, or a wide continent in your guys' case. Thanks for making me and other viewers happy with your kind gestures that always make our community's day a bit brighter. Dragon, just staying here. So good, good thing you're here, because Dragon, this one's for you. Dragon, thank you for being a loyal friend. Man of a few words, many actions. I think there's a bond between us that doesn't require many words, and I appreciate that a lot, and I hope you do as well. And thank you for always being ready to help out with anything I or any people in the community struggles with in regards to streaming or technology and stuff like that. You always do your best to help, and I'll always appreciate that. With little effort, you've proven to me that passion for something can indeed make us achieve small and great victories everywhere. So thank you, Dragon. Motan, while you're still here, thank you for being one of my first viewers to support me through any game I streamed, and for being one of my first few Romanians viewers that made me think that there's another country out there full of awesome people that is looking out for us. Small fries. By the way, us small fries are very, very tasty, so yeah. Thank you for your jokes about me and the KGB, and your desire to watch me play Romanian in EU4 and Hoi4. Even it genuinely makes me feel like I'm not as bad at these games as I always think, even though we all know the truth. You have no sound, it's fine. It's fine. Ash, if you're still here, I hope you are here. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for giving a 16-year-old me an idol in World of Warcraft when we used to play together. Back then, we rarely talked, if ever. But I always looked up to you as the best mage player, or just player. And a kind soul. You were always a kind soul. Always one of the best people in the guild. And still to this day, when me and some friends remember playing WoW together, I tell them stories about how Ash the Mage, because that was his name in the game, and some people misspelled it in very funny ways. Well, he would kick ass, and I would get all the sweet loots because I played a role that nobody wanted to play, a tank. So I got tons of loot because of your badass DPS. And tons of good memories. Memories that I would never switch. Memories from WoW that I'd never change for anything. And even if I could. And thank you for giving drawing a chance as well. Because I hope before I turn, before my hair, I can't talk, sorry, a bit emotional. Hair turns gray. I'll have a lot of your drawings and paintings in my home, not in my house, in my home. I hope by that time I'll have a home. And to be able to, sorry, I need some water. So yeah, I hope I'll be able to say that I knew this painter before, before he even started painting. Kukeri. God, I'm gonna fucking cry in a second. Thank you for trying to not be as salty as all 15-year-olds are. Thank you for your enormous support by doing your best to always be in my stream, and thank you for telling me you enjoy my company. You really hit the spot with that one, when you did tell me that. Thank you for accepting some of my lectures and not hating me for it, for being ready to learn and accept your wrongs and rights, also for accepting that you're a part of the family. It's not a long one, but we know you not for a long time, so there's more to write, I guess, later on. I hope Robsons is here. I'm not sure if he is or not, but here it goes. Robsons, thank you for always being around me when awesome shit happens. I guess thank you for being my lucky charm. You were there when I got my first review key for EU4, which makes me feel not just like a run-of-the-mill streamer. When we started playing Dead by Daylight and met T, you guys know T, when she was murdering your ass, but decided she let you go because that was worth letting go. Thanks for being here for almost all the multiplayer games and proving to me that we indeed are trying to make an awesome community that eventually will have people able to find games and friends to play with at a moment's notice. Also, thank you for always being around and proving that young people can be well-mannered and respectful. And your lurking in the shadows is always appreciated, my friend. Airo, I'll say this in English. If you won't understand any of it, I'll just translate it for you later. Thank you for showing me that Ukrainians are indeed our friends and would be valued neighbors for any other people and countries. I'm glad you're our neighbors, specifically ours. I'm very glad. Thank you for not being a stereotypical Slav. I appreciate your lighthearted jokes that always make me look like a retard on scene because I love them so much. If sometimes my lack of Russian is a wall, a thick, impenetrable, slow-ass concrete wall. And Red, thank you for Red. This one's for Red. This channel's gonna be mine. That I can live with that. Ну, ты понял, я думаю, что ты понял, Артем. Я не в плохом смысле сказал. So, Red, thank you for not changing your silly yet charming character even when Necro bans your sweet Scottish ass every other week or when I ask you to be less of a troll. You're the best troll a streamer could ask for. Thank you for almost never starting fights and creating conflict, which I appreciate a lot. Thank you for being awesome and funny. Thank you for being my first regular viewer for EU4, or as DS calls it, EU4. Thanks for making jokes about everything always and stopping when I or others ask you to. And sometimes it means the world to me and to them, I think. Oh yeah, the almost never starting fights. I wrote most of these words were very well picked. Thanks for being Scottish. Not that you had much choice, but still, you wear it proudly, and one day when you're an old saggy sausage, only some will get that reference, by the way. You'll do great things for your people, even if you might not realize it until it's too late, or ever. DS is not here, by the way, but she, I'll show her the thing after. She's out, she's in town, she's fine. I think she's just chilling. Everyone needs to go out every now and then, right? If I did something like this, it's been my whole... See, I don't have a lot of people. I have a few people that I love and that always support me. Like, you can see that... I was actually thinking, how many people should I thank? And I see about 27 people in here. And yeah, that's mostly the people that watch me. So thank you guys. Bell is not here, but I'll show him the link. He's asleep. He's in the beautiful US. So thank you for actively being awesome, an awesome mod and community member. Plus, thank you for being quite sexy and not sticking it to my face, so don't cry about it. About how you'll steal all the pretty girls away from my stream. Yeah, he did that twice, by the way. And I'm grateful that you were the one person in WoW Iron Man Challenge community that joined and stuck around, even if I'm a bit sad that we cannot play WoW together because of, well, game restriction and all that stuff. Or barely ever get to play multiplayer games. Thanks for being a stoic person. I don't think I ever heard you be sad about anything, and I know, sadly, yes, you're human too, the delicious too, but you're a strong man. And I hope you will always be that for your closest friends, especially your family. Yeah, you have a diamond. Of course, you're a VIP here. You're part of the family. So next, I don't think can be here right now, but next, thank you for being the type of American that makes me think I was not wrong about America when I was a kid and saw it through rose-colored glasses. As if it's indeed the land where fiction heroes like Captain America come from, ready to kick some Nazi ass. Quoting Lieutenant Alderaan from the Inglourious Bastards there, because he said it like Nazi. Thank you for trying to make your little time available for leisure, a time you can also spend with us, even if it's once in a blue moon, a glorious Anglican blue moon. I think you'll get that when he sees that. Yeah, Yuki, you are now as well. And this one's for Artem if he's still here. That's Bloody Oni. Thank you for being funny, a team player, and even when you're sad, you still keep going, still keep at it. Thank you for stopping by my stream the day you did and introducing yourself, becoming part of the community. Even if it's a non-Russian speaking family that barely ever understands you, I'm more than sure that the ones that do understand you They understand you even if they can't speak Russian, because you make it easy for them to do so, and I appreciate that. Dave, if you're still here, I hope you are. Thanks for being one of the kindest people I have ever had the pleasure of knowing, and have the pleasure to be around, even if it's only in a digital world and not even that often. Thank you for being responsible and willing to help out anyone with your abilities for free. I hope that one day you decide to charge for it, and it makes you rich indeed. And until that day comes, I know you made many people happy. I know you make me happy when I see you offer your help. It's to me, it's always the thought that counts. And Blue, this one's for you. So thank you for deciding, Bluebird, right? Thank you for deciding that my stream of Graveyard Keeper was the one you would stop on. Also, the stream was suggested by Cry, so just letting you know, thank you, Cry, for that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have met Bluebird, which would have been a sadder world for me. So deciding it was cool enough to stick around. And thanks for all the help and tips with the games I played. Helps a lot. And it helps a lot not burning out on them, because as a streamer, even though I'm not that professional, but it's a problem. Sometimes you burn out on games. So thanks for being a decent dude and sharing some of your recent life experiences with us. And I won't lie, I did enjoy your wedding pictures very much. And well, I hope I can imitate you in the future, because that was awesome. I love you and your wife. You two guys are amazing. Cat Legs is probably not here, but well, I'll show him the recording. And Cat Legs, Dave, thank you. Cat Legs, thanks for being here for me whenever you could, both on stream and off. Thanks for letting me enjoy our games of Age of Empires by building up set pieces where you and Vader would fight to the death, or at least till the death of our ability to stay awake at 6 AM. Thanks for not cheating on me with the wild Scandinavian moose, and for not abandoning us after you became the Viking equivalent of Tarzan. Also, Firebird, just hold on for a few minutes, just stay here for a few minutes. Also, Cat Legs, thank you for being one of those people that let my stream grow by always being present here when I just started out. You made the most boring stream funny, with even the most boring stream funny. Like, my streams are boring, so you made them funny with your jokes that are always very sweet, and I don't think they could even hurt a snowflake. And I'm talking about a real snowflake, not people that get offended. Vader, I hope you're here. Thanks for being a douchebag. One that sometimes knows where his limits are. Also, that's me and his relationships. Yeah. Thank you for supporting me from day one and for not buying me that ticket. Though I promise one day we'll have that beer. Might not be soon. And yes, you're an old fart, but you're my old fart. And I'll get to you before the nukes up, hopefully. Kat, thanks for being a beautiful person. This is Vader's wife, Kat. Thanks for being a beautiful and loyal human being. Thanks for not being mad at me that I can't always have you for our multiplayer games, because the Snow Mexican developers of Dead by Daylight don't let us have more than 4 players at a time. Thank you for your support and open-mindedness. And for not letting my Glucose Guardian Vader die of lack of sustenance. And for the slaps. I love the slaps. Vader, if she didn't hear that, I hope you can let her know, or I'll just show her the link. And this was for Karai's wife, Jab. Thank you for being one of the most imaginative and creative people I had the pleasure of talking to. I still remember how we met Kurai by playing a multiplayer Stellaris game and having him him in our chat for the first time. And I still remember hearing you laugh your ass off doing your own things in the background, and I won't lie, it made me laugh as well, and it might have added a couple more minutes to my laugh span because of how genuine your cheeriness was. Also, don't let Kurai eat all the Skittles, please. I don't want him to die of diabetes. T, she's not here. I think she's busy, but again, I'll show it to her. Thanks for being literally the best player as Mike Myers in Dead by Daylight. We met a few awesome people in the game that stayed with us along the way, but you're my favorite one that we met through DBD, and we're since we met and still are. You're still the only Myers player that scares the crap out of me even when the game stopped being scary after a few weeks. Your potential is vast, and I hope you see it sooner than later as well. I hope one day we meet at DixCon, and you'll tell me about your dream job that you have and the happy family with many little survivors that run around and annoy the shit out of you 24/7. Sir Dirtbag, do you play DVD by any chance? Следуйте благодарение же, потому что сначала в армию забирает. Не, меня в армию не забирает пока что. Это наш день благодарения. So, Mr. Pandaru, I hope you're here. I'm not sure if you are, but if you are, Thanks for being one of my first supporters that made me realize this endeavor of mine wasn't a bad decision. I won't lie, the first donation kept me going and financed quite a few games I was able to buy for streams. Thank you more importantly for helping me realize what kind of people I attract to my streams. With you I started seeing a pattern that I won't disclose, and it made me very happy. It was not our other type of people, right? This sounds weird. I don't know. Also, thank you for being strong for others when they can't be strong. The world needs more people like you, I think. We talked a lot, and I know what kind of a person are you, and I really think that about you, that you're a strong person, and the world does indeed need more people like you. Tony is here, so Robsons, I'll tell yours in a second yet. Actually, Robsons, here you go. I said yours actually, I think, quite early on in this. Let's see. That's for Robsons, you can read it there. So this one's for Tony. Thanks for being the band that you are, for knowing when to say sorry and when to be supportive and funny or serious. Also for being a goddamn good E4 player. If we ever led armies against each other, I would immediately advance in the direction opposite of where you are, because I'm subtly hinting that I'd get the fuck out of there because I'd probably die. Firebird, if you're still here, thank you for not being as cocky as someone in your position might be. For being an awesome strategy player that makes any game with you 10 times better. Thank you for giving me a good time to comment on in the Hoi4 game and having 90% of my attention on your ass that one time. You really were the cream of the crop during that match, and besides some of your shitty jokes, thank you for helping the world you live in become more educated. It's something we sorely lack today, so thank you for that. Kami is not here, but thanks for being supportive of me since day one, and thanks for helping me even when you physically couldn't be here. Thanks for being my favorite family member. If I had to choose again, I'd still pick you, but I can't, so I guess I'm stuck with you and you're stuck with me. He might be lurking here, I'm not sure, but still. He's probably asleep. Necro, thanks for being yourself, and when I had some... During the summers I had a rough time, and you were there for me through the whole shitfest, so thank you for not giving up where many others would, and some did. You get the shortest line, but not because I value you less, but because you know exactly what I think of you and what I'm grateful about you. So, oh god. Deathsworn. She's not here, I don't think, because she's out. But... Okay, now I'm correct. Need some water, 1 second. Sorry, this won't happen again, I promise. Deathsworn, thank you. You're the reason the Discord that we have exists, and thus partially the reason for my success. I'm glad as well, Bluebird. I wish I knew your streams earlier, Nick. I started not too long, so you were there almost since the beginning, Ash. Thank you for that. Deathsworn, thank you for doing... thank you for forgiving me when I fuck up and for saying sorry again when I fuck up. Thank you for being strong enough to have reached into the world and having ended up where you are. I know my world would be emptier without you. It always is when you're not around. Thank you for being... Thank you for being an awesome mom and wife, an awesome friend to me and our community and family, and for being with me through my lowest and highest points since the day we met. God fucking Christ. This one's the last one I wrote, but it's not the last one I will write eventually. This one's for Kaev, and where do I even start with him? Thank you for deciding to stream. He's not here and he won't be here, but I'll show you the recording. First of all, as I said about Ashley being an idol to a 16-year-old me, you were my idol at 23. At least that's how how old I was when I think I met you. Thank you for streaming. Wow, thank you for letting Deathsworn shoot me in the ass in XCOM, but not killing me. I think that's what had us start chatting more and become friends. Thank you for not being as narcissistic as most Leos are. And I know this is the first Zodiac reference for tonight, and the last one. Thanks for being a part of the family now as we continue to grow, and hopefully it will always be this way. And thank you for doing what you did, because partially that's what kind of got me where I am now. It's not a lot, but the little that I have is something I appreciate more than anything. Yeah, Kai was the OG streamer that we kind of all branched out of because so. Yeah, I'd also like to thank a few people for either being supportive of our community or directly of me or just being fucking awesome. So they are not here, but some of you might know Escape, Firebird, Tony, you know Escape. I thank you, Escape. TLO, you guys, some of you know TLO, Life Obtainer, Aaron, a lovely streamer. Crazy and T-Love, Weeb, and Yuki. James from the Hoi4 community, and Richard that came here because of Nex, which is a lovely 52-year-old man that I hope is fine now. I'm not sure, I'm actually quite worried, but still I hope I meet you again and you'll be fine. Kevin, that's Kevin from the US that likes to say a lot of homosexual jokes, but I think deep inside he's a very nice dude. He's got two nice, awesome kids, and he's a good dad to them, I think. He plays a lot of EU4. I'd like to also thank Emma, Imagination, she's awesome. One of the first few streamers that actually gave a shit about me more than just hating me. Thorlar, which was the first person to ever raid me, and I'll never forget that. Mana, who was the second person to raid me, but at that point that meant a lot to me. And I'd also like to thank Benetron, you guys know him. Andrei, if you're still here, Andrets, thank you as well. Matt Puffin, again, 2 Romanians in a row. Bradley, only Bell knows him very well. Gypsy, who hasn't been here forever. Andrei, thank you very much. You guys don't need to donate any money right now. It's just listen if you want. And yeah. So also Bradley, Gypsy, Kin, Ash, you know her. Voss, thank you to him as well. He's always been supportive of me, as well as Kin. Bianca and Frankenkitty, all lovely people. Iona, who I'm not sure if she's here or not. Awesome human being. And I hope she's doing okay now. And Zachrome, Rick, Savai, who was, I think, my first viewer that actually, like, my legit first viewer that talked in chat. He sometimes drops by. Very nice dude. Also like to thank Easy Farak and Eugene, and also Pedguin, who was my first ever follower. And he was actually a big streamer, and that actually made me decide to stream. So that's it. That's it. That's enough tears from my dumb face, and thank you guys. Thank all of you. Thank you all. Yeah.